Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette. Welcome to my studio. Thanks for stopping by for a little play today. It is Monday. We're not doing Make It Monday. I actually don't have a project for you today. I just have some pretty things that I've made I wanted to share with you. Well, at least I think they're pretty. And maybe just a couple of Etsy shares and a little chat. But really, I don't have a project for you at this time. I'm really having a hard time deciding what I need to do next. You know, there are always so many beautiful projects I want to make, but I have so many started. My countertops and floors, everything is full of projects. I have these little baskets and I throw things, papers and things in for the next thing I want to make, the next thing I'm inspired by. And they're everywhere. And I think because I'm becoming so overwhelmed with it, and there are just too many ideas and too much creativity flowing and too much of everything, I'm frozen. I think I've lost my crafty mojo just because there's so much coming at me and I have so much, I'm inspired all the time and I watch so many videos, which I actually have had to stop watching most of my favorite YouTube crafting stars because they are making so many fun things. I want to make everything they're making, and then it just, you know, piles up. And you know, I really wondered when that started for me, and it really started back when I was sewing. I was always someone who did one project at a time, and I would not start the next one until I finished the first one. And then little by little, as my creativity and time expanded, I had more and more time to craft. I kept getting more and more inspired, whether it was pictures, not so much videos, because I really hadn't found YouTube videos during the time that I was sewing. I didn't find those pretty much till after my dad passed. So I've only been watching YouTube videos for about 2.5 years. But prior to that, it was always magazines or, Pinterest, big one. And so I started, you know, project boxes, and I would throw the fabric and the buttons and the thread and all the knickknacks and things in there, and I'd cut it out and it'd be ready to sew. And so pretty soon they were piling up, and now I noticed, and I said that wasn't going to happen in my paper crafting. Well, it has. I am worse. If anything, they're everywhere. So I think I'm going to take the next few days to whittle down my projects, find out what I really, really want to make. If I know I'm not going to get to, you know, I have a lot of bases made, like the base is made, but I don't have it decorated. I'm going to put those into my idea books. I'm going to put them into the book for my, what I want to make on a video, the ones I know I want to do on video. I'll put those in my second idea book for videos. And then, you know, that way I'm not so overwhelmed, and put back all the bits and pieces and just pull them if I actually get to the idea. So I think that's going to be best because I'm stalled. I'm so overwhelmed. And my brain is always creating stuff. Even if I'm not watching a video, it always has, oh, maybe we could do this, or maybe we could do that, or let's make this, or let's make that, or I'll see a paper, or I don't know, anything. So I've had to get off Pinterest. I've had to get off Facebook. I've had to get off, you know, YouTube, Instagram, because it's just, you know, my brain wants to make every single thing, and I can. And so I'm having to cut back on everything. I'm only watching 1 or 2 YouTube videos a day, not where like the 10 I was watching a day. I'd watch them late into the night if I couldn't sleep, and in the morning if I didn't feel good, and I was just, you know, overloading myself. So no new projects right now. I think my next project is going to be, gosh, my glasses keep falling down, is going to be my sewing. I need to get back to my sewing journal and finish that up. I don't know if I'll do it on video. We'll see, or whether I'll just work on it in my craft room when no one's around. I'm not really sure at this time. So anyway, that's the latest on that. I want to welcome you all to my studio, and I want to welcome all of you brand new subscribers. I believe I have a few. Our numbers have kind of stalled out, so I would love to grow my channel some more. So if you could share this with your friends, share the videos, you know, on Instagram, on YouTube, you know, have them come on over and see if they like me. So that would be great. It would really, really help me out. I want to thank all of my viewers that come on a regular basis. There's so many of you. Thank you so much. Although not as many as there used to be, but I understand. It's vacation time. It's summer. Everybody's busy. There's a lot of things going on. The world has returned to normal, so there's probably not as much time for you to watch videos. And if you're like me, there's just so many to watch out there. So Anyway, for those of you who do, thank you, thank you. So let's get going. I'm going to pull these projects off to the side. I've changed my background here because I actually made this video already once today, but I was on a light cloth and my camera would not load, and it wouldn't load, it wouldn't focus. Everything was a blur. So I remember from watching Gail's and other videos that they were having the same problems with their iPhones, because we all film on our iPhone. Well, not all of us, but quite a few of us. And we have found that if we're working on something light, it just won't focus. So I'm going to try working on a little bit darker, and hopefully, you know, that'll help. You know, I work on a dark matte when I'm crafting, but usually when I show pretties, I try to use my lighter one. But I even noticed when I took my pictures with my new phone, it doesn't like the white background. My old one, as old as it was, took the most beautiful pictures, and I'm really unhappy with this new iPhone 12. I got to tell you, I don't recommend it. So anyway, let me pull these off. So let's start with this beautiful waterfall piece that I made. And you saw this in my video, I think it was last Friday, Finish It Up Friday, where I was finishing this. I'm going to check to see where I am and to see how close I can get and if it will focus. Okay, it seems to be focusing all right now that I don't have the light background. So I'm going to try to lift it up so you can see things better. Because there's a lot of little pretties on here. We have pearls and lace, flowers, bling. We have I use some of the stickles on here to give it some sparkle. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. I am going to move it up. Okay, I'm going to give it a minute. I'm going to move it slowly. I don't know if you're getting this, but we'll give it a shot. Hopefully when I go look at the video, I won't see what I saw before, because, oh my gosh, I was devastated. Everything I showed you was a mess. So, but it happens. Cameras. So this is the waterfall. It has plenty of writing space when you lift it up. You can write on all these surfaces. This is the waterfall wallet. And it has journaling cards in it. So each pocket, which right here, there is a pocket, and it has cards. They've been stickled. I don't know. I'll wait a second to see if I don't know if you're getting it. This one has a little bit on it, but you can't really see it. So every pocket has journaling cards and tags. They're in each of these. See, it's a wallet. So you see, like any other wallet that you would open, you know, you have some goodies. Now this has, I don't know if you can see it, sparkles. And then when you open our little wallet, we also have double pockets right here. Sorry, it's me. I can't see it because I have it too far away from me. They're easy to get into. It's just me, and I don't have any fingernails. So there's two cards there. Okay, another video that might see the dumpster. Two cards over here. Okay, I don't believe I have anything over here. No. And then you have cards over here. Then we have a little tea bag with another little journaling card inside. Everything has stickles on it, so everything has a little bling. And so I didn't decorate up the cards because if I put pearls and all kinds of goodies on it, it was going to make the wallet fat. Now, if you get this, if you decide to purchase this from my shop when it goes up for sale, you can add goodies if you want. I decided to keep this part of it relatively plain so it wasn't too fat, and it would still fit in a journal, hopefully. But if not, it's just a fun gift to give someone. So anyway, this is my waterfall journaling card wallet, because it's got all the pockets like a wallet would have. So that's finished. It's all done and ready to go. Now, another thing I worked on quietly was this waterfall. This is a different flip down waterfall. This one's a botanical. And so it just flips down like this. I almost feel like I have to stand up and do this because I just am struggling. I don't have my lines on the table. I'm spoiled. So what you have when you do all these little flip downs is you have journaling space here. You could journal on this or put a piece of paper on it because I didn't decorate it. You could journal on this. This is decorated. This one isn't. Neither is this one. And then these are not. So this gives you a ton of, and on the back as well, gives you a ton of journaling space. This is made from an envelope, and this is, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm really struggling with this. Probably because it's my second time to do this. A file folder, that's it. Oh goodness, okay, I'll get it, don't worry. And then I have 2 tags. I'm definitely not a professional videographer. This is not my thing. So these are, I made from the scraps from this. This is from Tracy Fox and Artie Mays. This was their, I believe it was Remedies. It's their collaboration that they did. But when you put these back in here, you have all these wonderful little tabs that you see. Aren't they adorable? It's a really cute project. It's very firm because it's got cardstock and paper on it. So anyway, this is my flip down, waterfall flip down journaling card, I guess, envelope, journaling envelope. I don't know. I don't really have a name for it since it's not mine. I saw this, I'm not sure where, or something like it on one of the YouTube videos that I watch. And then I have, oh, this lace is just not going to work, is it? Ugh, I need it for the video, but I can tell you it's not something I want to work on. Then I have these wonderful postcard botanical envelopes. So you could decorate it with flowers all the way across. I just put one little flower and a little stamp. And this is a botanical book page right out of the book. It's not a digital. And then it has some, I think I'm off here. It has some stickers and things on the back, and then, well, a label and a number label. Tracy Fox, everything on here is Tracy Fox. Well, this is real stamps from my collection. And these, I don't know, I got off the internet from Amazon. So this is a card that's from my personal stash. And that is from things that I've collected that are from the 1800s, postcards. And, you know, Tracy Fox, again, this is a Tracy Fox digital. This is not from a book. And then these are from her. This is, again, from my stash, and a Tracy Fox digital, and her tags, and then, you know, and then more of my stamps. So the same thing here. This is from a botanical book. This is from a botanical book as well. Some of these might be Gail. I'm not really sure where I got the postcards because I just have a big collection of them that I've cut out, so I don't know what kits they came from. But a lot of Tracy Fox, the botanical book, and I think Gail Augustinelli as well. So I'm not sure if these are hers or not. I don't know. I think these are her envelopes maybe. But anyway, so I got these. These were inspired by Rachel at Roxy Creations from her weekly challenge. I think it was week 25, 27. I don't know which one it was, but her most recent one. So I really enjoyed making those. In fact, they were so addicting. I could have sat and made them for days and used up all my postcards. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out some more postcards and make some more. But I think my next ones will be made shabby style. That way I can use them in my shabby books because these are things that I either may sell as a set or put in my botanical work. So there's those. Now, I don't really have any other projects that I've done or that I want to share with you, so I just thought I'd share a few things. I want to share this with you. Isn't this gorgeous? This is my parade rose, which is my absolute favorite rose in my garden. It is, I'm going to see if it's, oh yeah, I got to see where, there we go, okay. And then this one here is Fire and Ice. I think this is called a parade rose. And this is Fire and Ice as well. So I don't know. Put them down there. There you go. Oh, let's go that way. There we are. Okay. So those came right out of my garden. My husband just picked them for me. I had a big bunch of roses when spring first came. Got a lot of heat. They all bloomed at once, and then I've had nothing since. So it's been kind of a feast or famine, but these just bloomed and they were so beautiful. So I had to show you guys, share from my garden. And then I want to share a few things that I did buy. I'm not doing a lot of shopping, but I'm doing a little. Not as much as I usually do. I did get another stamp from Tailor-Made Journals. It is a beautiful, gorgeous stamp that she did in honor of her birthday. She was celebrating her birthday, and so she made these stamps for us. And well, you could see it from here, but the best way is to look at it this way. I did do some stamping in some colors on some different papers. I love this. This would be great in some food journals, but I also think it's something I could just add into any of my shabby journals. And even the ones that I make a mistake on, those will go into, or they're not dark enough, or they got too much weird ink, or they were cut weird. They'll just go into my collages. So I feel like nothing is wasted ever, even if I have a bad stamp, because I'm not the best, but she does make some really beautiful stamps. So that's Lorna at Tailor-Made Journals. And if you want one, I don't know, she does limited edition. She may already be done with them, but if you really want one, contact her and see if it's something she's willing to make for you. So anyway, that's Lorna. Thank you, Lorna. Love it. I think I have 4 now. Then the next thing I got was from Rose Hill Paper Cottage. I follow her on Instagram and on her YouTube, I think. I want to say I follow her YouTube. And these are from her shop. I don't know if she has any more. These are vintage letters, 1904, 1911, and 1946, and they are stunning. I won't pull them all out, but they are very, very vintage. And what I plan to do with these is to make some digitals, because they're within our guideline of what we're allowed to do. So I don't know if you could see it's a linen envelope. Linen fabric envelope, and it is stunning. I don't know how these will do, but we're going to try scanning them in. And it's sort of a green brown paper, and look at that writing. This one's 1906. Look at that writing. Oh, I love it. They're love letters, which I plan to read thoroughly. When I've had them for a while and had a chance to hoard them, then I will probably put them into my work in packets. But in the meantime, they will be scanned and made into digitals and put into my part of the shop under Vintage Paper Girl. So these are those. You could see you could see the mold on them, and they're very old. And look at the back side of them. Some of them are pretty chewed up, but I really don't care. I love it, love it, love it. You know how I feel about old and vintage things. And then she put in a beautiful little card with every set, and then this looks like a vintage recipe on the back. So you get lots of little goodies. I don't know if she has any more in her shop. She just had a few. They were a bit pricey. They're not inexpensive, but they're vintage, so I don't care. I will definitely, I don't mind. I think this is the I want to see, these are 46 maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see. Not sure what year these are. 1947 on that one, 1959, 1930, 1948, 1932. This one's a fat one. It's got something big in it. What has it got in it? Okay, I'll look. I just gotta know. Memphis, Tennessee, airmail. Look at all the stamps. Ooh, those are pretty. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's falling apart. Oh, this is on some beautiful, heavy, heavy paper. This better be an original, because that's what I bought. I didn't buy copies. And look how thick that paper is. Handmade papers. Oh, wow. Look at this. 1932, Elk Grove, California. With cotton and other commodities on the rise, the South should quickly recover. I think Mr. Shirley and I send you on a trip to California, don't you? Oh my gosh, I gotta read this. Oh, it's a fatty. So awesome. No, this is original. I can see it is. And the stamps are kind of falling off. I'll have to do a little repair work before we do any. I'm actually gonna do it right now while I'm talking to you, because I want to scan that in, and I don't want it to come off. I'm going to give it a minute. Oh, these are falling off too. I don't want to lose these. They're not valuable in the collector's way, but they're valuable to me. So I think I've got them Alrighty. So, let's put those back there. That was the back. I could see why. Oh, interesting. Look at that stamp. So anyway, that was my big purchase. I believe these are 1911. So I'm going to set these off to the side and put those away later because I don't want to fuss with them. And she sent me them in a lovely bag, which you know I'll use in a little bag of goodies that I can use in my work. And then last but not least, I got 2 bags of goodies from Miss Gail Gustinelli. Gail. And I got these to do some fabric flips and fabric cards, fabric tags, just all kinds of fabric goodies. I wanted them for my fall journals and, of course, the lighter for the shabby journals. So I got a few because, I mean, I have a lot of fabric, but I don't necessarily have any of this kind of fabric. So I have walls of fabric, but I don't have every fabric in the world, obviously. So, well, that's about it for that. I thought we could just do a quick little chat. There's not too much else to talk about other than I have got to figure out what my next project will be, as I said. Got to do a bit of cleanup and, you know, move along on that. I hope you're having a marvelous Monday, and I hope you got to do some crafting over the weekend. For those of you who are in the U.S., I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July. I'm actually filming this on the 4th, which is the reason I have on my red ring and my blue, red, white, and blue here. This is as close as I was going to get to 4th of July. So, I did have some questions about my rings, so I thought I would talk about that for a minute. This little one right here is my mom's. My dad gave it to her for one of their wedding anniversaries, and they were married 53 years before she passed away. She was 73. So, you know, I cherish this, and whenever I'm feeling nostalgic, I put it on. This is not my original wedding set. I mentioned that in a video, and you know, bless her, I would think it was Betty who noticed that I said something about it, and then she wanted to know the story behind it. This one my husband gave to me at our 28th wedding anniversary. We've been married 44 years this year. And it isn't my original wedding set. My very, very, very original engagement ring and wedding ring are teeny tiny like this. I weighed all of 98 pounds when I got married, and it doesn't fit except on my baby finger. So as I gained weight over the years with the kids and things, my husband bought me a new set. And I think I got the new set for our, I don't know if it was the 5th or the 10th. He always gave it to me for weird years. He never would do a 25th wedding anniversary ring or 50 or, 30. It was always an off year. So anyway, during COVID, the very first month of COVID, my husband and I were out trying to stock up our house with things that we needed. Our cupboards were bare, and I had been very sick. So I hadn't had a chance to keep my house up and keep the cupboards up. And so we realized when COVID hit and they were starting to close things, we weren't going to have enough food. We weren't going to have enough Kleenex or toilet paper, any of the cleaners, anything, because we were due for a monthly large shop when COVID hit. So we went off to the store to load up the house, and we were filling up the car, and I got in the car and I was using my handy wipes or some kind of antibacterial wipe on my hands. I'd taken off. I was wearing gloves at the time because of my illness. I had to make sure that I didn't pick up anything, and COVID was so bad and everyone was so scared. So I was cleaning my hands really good, and I thought I felt the cloth catch on my ring. Well, it did. It pulled out a diamond, and the diamond disappeared. We don't know if it was in the cloth. We checked everywhere, every inch of it. We checked the inside of the car. We looked outside the car. We looked everywhere, but it was gone. So in my wedding set, I am missing a diamond, and the jewelers have been closed since then. So I haven't been able to get it repaired, and all the jewelry stores in our town, jewelry repair stores and jewelers, have gone away. There are no more jewelers here. So we're going to have to travel 3 towns away in order to take it to a jeweler and leave it and then have it, replaced. So for now, I'm wearing the one he gave me on our 28th wedding anniversary. This little ring right here on the top reminds me of my grandma Tessie's ring. It looks a lot like hers. It is a vintage diamond wedding band, but I bought it on the day I became a publisher for a newspaper. I got a promotion, and that afternoon one of my sales reps and I were out visiting clients, and we walked into one of the jewelry stores and I saw it there, and I decided to treat myself for my promotion, and I bought it. And so that's another memory that I just wear with that. And since I don't have my wedding set, this is what I wear in place of it for right now until I can get my ring repaired. So at some point, all of a sudden this will disappear and you will see a new ring. And so that's the story behind that. This one's just a fun ring that I put on because it's 4th of July and, you know, I really wanted to wear something red. So I probably should put that one with that one. There you go. Red, white, and blue. If you're not US, yeah, I know. So anyway, I don't really have too much else to share with you. So I will thank you all for coming along to my studio. I want to thank each and every one of you for visiting me, new and continuing. I hope you will all hang around and see what's coming up. I do have a number of projects coming. I have some folios. I have some flip books. I have, of course, the finishing of and probably the reveal of my sewing journal. So I do have a lot of fun things come along. I don't think I'll be doing Christmas in July. I just can't get to it. I have too many things. I do have projects that I need to finish for Christmas of last year that I didn't get to finish, and I may try to finish up a couple. We'll see. It's just going to go fast, you know. Every time I turn around, boom, it's gone. And I have so many things I need to do and want to do. So I don't know about that. We're just going to have to see. I did ask you all, said you would love to see me do something, but you really weren't doing Christmas in July yourself. So I won't worry about getting them done so you have projects to do. But it might motivate you if I do finish up some other things. So that's about it. If you are enjoying my videos, not necessarily this one, but some of my others, if you will give me the thumbs up, if you'll hit the like, if you'll comment, I would absolutely love that. If you're new and you haven't decided, hopefully you will join and you'll hit the notification bell so you'll know when I'm going to be on and what I'm going to be doing. So I would really appreciate that. And I want to thank you all for coming again. Can't say it enough. I could say it a million times a video and I still don't think it would be enough. So I hope to see you all very soon. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.